Child, let me tell y'all how I fell in love with a straight woman, y'all. And how I met her through her husband. Yeah, you're going to have to go ahead and find you a good seat, baby, because we're going to be here for a little minute. Let me set the scene for y'all. During this time, I'm a hairstylist, right? Doing wig installs, shipping wigs out, the whole thing. One day, I got a booking for a wig install. Nothing out of the ordinary, just another install on my calendar, right? Cool. So the day comes. The day comes, and this woman walks in to get her install done. Little did I know, she was the same woman who I had a whole one-night stand with years ago. But at that time, I had no clue. So she sits down. We have a small chit-chat about how she wants her hair. And in that moment, like, I just kept looking at her. And I'm just like, man, like, I know her from somewhere. I don't know where, but I know her. I gotta know her. And so that's when I asked her, I was like, so how did you find me? Like, I feel like I know you, or we met before. Like, have we met before, you know? So she's like, well, I have been following you for some time on social media. I remember when you first got started with your business, probably just seen me on social media. I'm like, nah, where the fuck I know you from? So that's when she was like, well, you do know my husband. That's how we first connected. And I was like, your husband? And she was like, yeah, B. I'm like, B? So she shows me a picture. I said, that shit had hit me. This is the girl that I hooked up with on Valentine's Day a few years back because her boyfriend at the time set that shit up. Crazy part is, I didn't even know they had got married because I don't really follow them on social media. To be honest, back then when we hooked up, I never even knew her full name, just her nickname. So that really just kind of threw me for a loop. And the way she kept looking at me during the install, y'all, she remembered everything. Everything. Like, I couldn't even pull the lace down to even like glue it, without meeting up with her eyes. And I'm just like, man, look, I'm trying to be professional and you fucking with me. I'm gonna need you to stop. The whole time I'm like, man, why is she here? This can't be just about hair. This lady really is trying to get connected with me. I really wanted to ask her, do your man know you here? Because what you on? What you trying to do? And then he pops up again later on in the story on some y'all can have each other type shit. Like, what? When I tell you this story gets so fucking deep, like, this is why I stress to y'all, leave the straight women alone. Fuck that. If you want the part 2, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to tell y'all how juicy this shit really got. So like I told y'all in part 1, her husband set everything up when we had our one night stand. And before I get too deep into part 2, I do want to clarify a few things about how I even knew her husband. So her husband and I went to school together, right? And I ain't even gonna lie, we had a little history. He had a real big crush on me back in the day, y'all. And he was just on my tail. We did exchange numbers. We tried to text and talk. But I don't know. I just was not feeling him. And he knew it. He didn't press the issue. He knew I was really into women. So we decided to just be cool. And after we graduated high school, we actually stopped talking altogether. So fast forward to my 20s, y'all. This man randomly hit me up on some, hey, would you be down for something real wild on Valentine's Day? And I'm like, wait, huh? And I'm like, what you mean? Like, mind you, I haven't talked to this man in so fucking long. And I don't even get down with him like that. So, like, wild is crazy to me with running. He's like, nah, nothing crazy like that. It's just something my girl always said that she wanted. And, I just wanted to surprise her. I knew you like women, so I just wanted to know if you'd be down with it. I swear, like, y'all can do y'all thing. I'm going to just be chilling. I took a pause. I took a deep breath. And I said, fuck it. Let's go. Mind y'all, I'm in my 20s, okay? I didn't consult this with a friend or anybody. I just made a bold-ass decision. And I'm just like, bro, like, I don't know how this shit gonna turn out, but I'm down for the wild ride, I guess. So I pull up to the hotel, right? And when I got there, the whole scene was already set. I'm talking like low lights, candles, rose petals, and a bottle of Remy on the table. Now, mind you, I don't drink dark. I drink white, but I'm nervous as fuck. Let me get that. So B had already told me a little bit about her, about how she looks and stuff like that. I still hadn't seen her. He didn't show me no picture or nothing. I just kind of used my imagination. So when I got there and I saw her for the first time, I was like, yeah. I looked at him and I was like, yeah. But what caught me off guard was how ready she was, y'all. Like, she was so assertive, so confident, so bold. I mean, like, wasn't scared of shit. And I'm on this side, gay as hell, shaking like a leaf. Like, what the fuck is going on with me? One thing led to another, y'all. And it happened. An unforgettable ass experience, y'all. Like, this woman put me on a fucking wall. Excuse me, bitch, who turned who out? This is not how it's supposed to go down. And I had already told myself before I got there, I said, when this shit happens, you leave. No calls, no texts, no part twos. We getting the fuck out of here. And that's exactly what the fuck I did after that. Oh, in a situation like this, I do not advise in 2025. But let's keep this story going. Now, this is what's wild, though. I didn't even know this woman was following me for years. For years. Interacting with my stuff, reposting, showing love, and I had the slightest clue. And what's crazy about it? She booked that install herself, and he had no knowledge of it. She booked the install, she showed up, and that's when shit started really shifting. So after the appointment, we started to talk a little bit more. So it was nothing crazy, little subtle check-ins, like, you know, hey, how's it going? How you been? How's business? You know, little small talk. And before I knew it, we started to get to know each other. And man, the more we talked, the more I realized that, damn, I really like her. Like, she was so sweet, so ambitious, so educated. She reminded me so much of myself. And I'm like, man, like, how did I not know that she was like this whole time, you know? And one day she became super comfortable with me and she started to open up about her relationship, or I guess I should say her marriage. And let's just say it took me for a loop. I had no idea this woman got married to be. She told me they had tied a knot like a year ago, and it wasn't on no fairy tale type shit either. Apparently, their relationship had already been through hell. He had been cheating on her. He got another woman pregnant, and it left her devastated. And honestly, it shocked the hell out of me because I didn't even know that he had all that going on behind closed doors. Just knowing that she stayed after all of that really fucked with me. But I empathize with her, you know, because we all been in situations where we stayed when we know we should have been gone, you know. Over time, we built a friendship. We'll talk like, you know, here and there. We didn't talk every day. There'll be times where she'll hit me up, we'll talk for a few days, and then she'll disappear for a couple of months, and hell, same thing on my side. I guess we had a little rhythm. It didn't really bother me after a while, so it was just what it was. I found myself kind of pulling back some, though. I remember having a pep talk with myself, like, a dream, this is something that you really don't need to be a part of. Like, this woman is married, they're going through things, like, you might need to just kind of stay back, you know, focus on your business, focus on your life, focus on yourself. And that's what I ended up doing. And even though we weren't talking consistently, she still supported me, still shared my posts to let me know that she was still there. And I saw her. And then out of nowhere, he hits me up. Yeah, her husband. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm real confused. And that's when things start to get real interesting. I'm going to tell y'all in part 3, though. So I know y'all been waiting on part 3. So let me just tell you right now, it gets super messy, okay? Why this man text me, asking me if I was in a relationship on his birthday? Baby, let's just get into it. So one random day, y'all, I got a text message from somebody saying, hey, Dream, it's B. Now, mind you, I haven't talked to B in at least 8 years since the last time I saw him and his wife together. So I text him back and I'm like, B who? So that's when he started to send me a picture. He sent me a picture. And when I saw it, I'm just like, well, I be fucking damn. First of all, you married. And this shit is getting a little weird. Like, what's going on? Are y'all trying to set me up? Or, like, what is this? So he starts asking me if I'm seeing anybody. Talking about, are you in a relationship or not? Like, first of all, like, you married. And, bro, like, we not about to do this. Like, we not about to do this. I text him back. And I was like, no. But why? Like, ain't you married? So he texted me back. And he was like, yeah. Me and my wife, you know, we looking for a girlfriend and just trying to see if there's something that you may be interested in. You know, we just want to chill, want to hang out. So he like, you still into women, right? So shit, I didn't fucking text back. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, bro, I'm not even gonna do this with y'all. So 5 minutes later, she texts me. Like, hey, I'm so sorry. I did not know that he messaged you. Like, we literally just had this conversation. We talked about it. I brought you up because I knew that you was somebody I was comfortable with from the past. But, like, I did not tell him to reach out to you. I would have rather done that myself, to be honest, since we're both females. She was like, he just took it and ran with it. You know, there's no pressure. Like, I'm just so sorry. So she was like, I promise you, there's no pressure. We can all just chill, vibe, catch up. Like, I don't want to do anything you're not comfortable with. That's really all this is. At first, I was like, all right, cool. And then I was just saying to myself, like, if I get there and I don't like the vibe, then cool, I don't have to come back and let this be what it's gonna be, you know? Originally, they were supposed to pull up to my spot, right? So last minute, she hits me up like, hey, is it okay if we send you an Uber or whatever? So I'm just like, okay, cool. So they sent me an Uber. And when I got outside, I realized, I was like, oh shit, like this is a Uber XL. Like it was a nice luxury SUV. Leather seats, quiet ride, smooth. I was like, look at them trying to impress me. So I get to the house, right? So mind you, this is the first time I've ever been here. When I walk inside, they had a little setup. Now, it wasn't romantic like the first time, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. They ain't trying to get me or nothing like that. You know, it was real chill. It was a nice little vibe. They had like some LED lights, you know, around the TV. So it kind of had a little glow in the room. And they had like some drinks on the table. The food was on the way. You know, it was cool. I was like, okay, I feel comfortable. So wifey comes out from the back, right? So she comes in, she greets me, and she's like, hey, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Like, it's so good to see you. So she appears to be very shy. You know, she's like, you know, just kind of smiling and just like, okay, you can sit down if you want to, you know, type of thing. So I'm like, okay, so now she's shy. She ain't drunk enough or something. So B greeted me as well. He said, hey, I'm glad you was able to make it safely, you know, make yourself comfortable. So they had two couches, right? So he sat on one couch, I sat on the other couch. And then that's when wifey came and sat down next to me. So that's when she asked me what I wanted to drink. She was like, I got your favorite. I know you like Moscato red wine. I got some, you know, soft drinks, and I got some alcohol. So, you know, you pick, you need a chaser, you need juice, I got you. So I'm like, okay, look at you, got me all set up. Just like a woman. We would just be knowing what to do. So now we all just chilling, right? We just vibing, we having a good time watching this movie. And so in the corner of my eye, I see her taking glances at me, and I'm just like, she looked like she just been waiting on this damn moment, child. And so I kind of feel like, you know, her staring at me a little bit longer, and I'm like, man, is she doing that shit again? She doing that shit again. So eventually we started eating and having a few more drinks. Next thing I know, she started coming on to me. And so I'm just like, whoa, you know, like, you know, and I had a few drinks, I'm not even gonna lie. So the chemistry definitely picked up. And next thing I know, I was in a room. And I'm like, how the fuck did we get in here so goddamn fast? Y'all, shit was just spinning. It was just too much going on for me, child. So I do remember him being real cool about it, but I know he definitely felt the shift. It was like the energy between me and her was just different. So he ended up coming back there where we was, right? So while we having our little time, you know, that's when he started like kissing on her and stuff like that, on her neck and stuff. So she kind of like did one of these and was just like, you know, let's just follow her lead. I want to make sure she's comfortable, right? Bitch, what she do that for? So then we started having our moment again, right? So before I knew it, he got up and he went to the bathroom, and he was in there for a long ass time. So I paused her like, hey, like, is he okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we need to like stop or like, you know, check on him or whatever? So she was just like, nah, girl, he'll be okay. And just continue. And I was just like, are you savage? You don't give a fuck. I thought you was married. Y'all, I'm very intuitive. I know when some shit off. Like, I know when somebody's feeling some type of way. Like, I don't give a fuck how drunk I am. I don't care how out of my mind I am. Like, my body is super sensitive when it comes to energy. Like, I know that something ain't right. I don't know what he doing in that bathroom or what he prepared to do or what's on his mind. But we finna wrap this shit up. Right now. Yep, I said right now. So he ended up coming out the bathroom, y'all. Like, I didn't even realize this man took a whole shower. So he came out with the towel wrapped around him or whatever. And so, like, he sat on the edge of the bed. So we was pretty much done by that part. So, like, she still letting him cross the bed, you know, with no clothes on and stuff. Like, we pretty much all were. And so that's when he proceeded to, like, touch on her and, you know what I'm saying. So I didn't know what to really do, you know what I'm saying. You know, like, I just started hyping it up. Like, please don't laugh at me, y'all. I'm going to try to get y'all the best imitation of what the fuck I did. And I think this is probably what set this whole fucking thing off. Like, it was probably me. Wifey got a big booty, okay? I mean, that shit is humongous. Ain't no BBL touching it, period. And it's all natural. So, I don't know what possessed me, y'all, but, like, why he behind her? Like, I'm in front of her, and I'm hyping him up like, yeah, you like that, huh? You taking that shit, huh? Like I was one of his homeboys hyping him up at a dice game or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, right now I'm getting secondhand embarrassment because I can't believe that I did that awkward ass shit. And at that point, I felt him mentally clock out. But, like, it was too far gone at that point. We might well keep this shit going, my nigga. So once it was all said and done, I checked the time. I'm like, y'all, it's like 3 o'clock. I gotta go to work at 7. Like, I gotta go. So they end up giving me another Uber to back to the house. And so, they was like, let us know when you make it home or whatever. So I was like, cool. Whole ride home, y'all, was just quiet. Like, I was just like, man, what the fuck was that? What the hell was that? And I knew my intuition was not wrong, y'all, because the next day was proof that what I felt was most definitely accurate.
She didn't expect to fall for a straight woman. She didn't expect the husband to reach out again. And she definitely didn't expect that ending. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.